What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What is good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge It to the Game Sports and Sports Betting Podcast, brought to you by the BetUS Sports app, Simply 8 Vitamin Gummies. Big Z's not joining us here tonight, man. He's sick. Big Z, get better, brother. Jay, man, what's up, brother?
Bruh, ain't shit. Just watching the games like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? That's it,
bro. This last little weekend, this fucking what was it? NFC and AFC championship game weekend.
Oh yeah,
made a lot of fucking money. Man. I know we was talking it up before we got going this motherfucker, but thanks for joining the show, everybody. Make sure you, as you coming into the build, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. As always, follow us on the Instagram page, Charge It to the Game Facebook group. Give us a follow on IG. But yeah, let's hop into it, man. We got a great show for you guys today. We're gonna definitely recap the NFC and AFC championship games, man. I'm 2-0 the motherfuckers, even though I did pick the Bengals on this show, because I know y'all gonna be like, yo, this nigga did pick the Bengals. What are you talking about? You lost. No, it didn't. I changed my shit up. I actually ended up taking the Chiefs, but we're gonna recap that. We just heard the news today, man. Tom Brady actually retired from the NFL. Man, today, I mean, I'm just at a loss for words. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, give you some bets. Yeah, man, just send you off on the way. But Jay, man, let's talk about this the first game of the day, man. So last was a Sunday, so 3:00. The Eagles were at home, man. The 49ers came to town. Obviously, we already know the end result. What did you see out there, man?
I like the adjustments the 49ers tried to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, dealing with Hurts is just something different, right? I mean, it's just a dual threat. You know what I'm saying? I've seen both and seen them changes. As far as changing schemes, trying to contain them, then there's some that they just had to pick and choose. Are we gonna let our receivers go ahead and do what they do, or are we gonna kill Hurts? You know, and I just saw that confusion of it. Yeah, and then a lot of it, I mean, I think the Eagles were gonna win anyway, but a lot of injuries happened. Purdy got knocked out early. Bosa's leg was bleeding. He just being the savage, still playing. There was a lot going on. So, needless to say, it still would have won. Would have been as drastic? I'm not sure, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, in that game, like I said, I'm just happy as hell I won my fucking bet, man. When I tell you the type of money I had on this fucking game, I would have been crushed. I would have been crushed if the fucking Eagles lost. But since they won, I'm the complete opposite, man. Like I said, I'm just, ecstatic right now that they won. They put out their win. They ended up, they did everything they wanted to do. They really, they weren't really forced to pass. They controlled the game on the ground. Jalen Hurts looked really good, solid in the pocket, threw the ball down the field a few times. Toted that motherfucker a few times up the gut. The offensive line played well. AJ Brown, that defense with Brandon Graham and even the linebackers played well. One of the parts I was worried about, Jay, before the game was Kittle versus that linebacking core. And they pretty much for the most part shut them down. I mean, rightfully so, because Brock Purdy got knocked out early, so they didn't really even have a chance to really get in the game. But the Eagles played a hell of a game, man. I mean, Nick Sirianni, the coach of the Eagles, amazing job. I mean, y'all boys is one of the reasons I'm rocking this fucking hat today. No, I didn't just buy this shit today. I've been had that motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you notice,
did you been there? Or you just bought it?
I had this little jump for a while. I really don't wear. I really wear. If you notice, I rarely wear football hats. I wear baseball caps, but I only wear one football hat, and that's usually the Bucks. But I only got this one just because the green. Sometimes it matched my shoes, my Timbs. It's just like a little shit like that. So
his second pair of shoe where he said was Tim's. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm just being honest. I mean, you guys, throw some green on him once in a while. You know what I mean? And then the icing on the cake is they're a good squad. So,
oh Lord, he different. Y'all, he is different.
Come on, dude. But I'm just happy I won my bet, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
But all across the board. I mean, the Niners had a hell of a season. Brock Purdy. I hope he gets well. I think he had a pretty serious injury, MCL injury, man.
Yeah, he had an elbow, wrist was screwed. There's a lot going on. I feel bad for Purdy because, man, Purdy balled out all the way up until this, and he deserved to go out on his sword and shield, But unfortunately, that kind of didn't happen. So, yeah.
I gotta ask you. I could remember. Did you take the Niners in this game? You had the Niners in this one,
right? I don't think so.
No, you didn't.
I have to go back and look. Yeah, I think I go back and look. I think I chose the Eagles.
Yeah, no, I think we all.
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly, I think we all rock with the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that was a sweep because I was talking about how I want Jalen Hurts to be our quarterback, and that was crazy. Yeah, and I was like, I'm rocking with him. So, yeah, Eagles.
I mean, I think you're one of the only people, man, that called the Jalen Hurts being a solid QB. I mean, like I said, I wrote the dude. I didn't think he was going to be very good at all, honestly. I know Z was highly up on some of these other dudes in that draft. And what round did he go in, Jalen?
He went into the second round. Yeah, mid-second round pick.
Relatively high pick. So, I mean, what did you see out of him early? Because I really honestly didn't see it at all. And you can rewind the tape back. I actually was highly on Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? How that turned out. You know what I mean? So complete bum, trash.
Unfortunate. Super unfortunate.
What did you see out of Jalen, man?
I just see the landscape of the NFL, how we have dual threat quarterbacks. Then you look at his frame, he's pretty solid as well. Now he didn't make like super crazy throws, but he was also sitting behind Tua, right? And I saw when Tua got injured, then when he went to switch his colleges, because I believe he started in Ohio, I seen the tangible stuff there. And then I just realized, all right, cool. If he's put in the right system that he make, he could do work. Arm wasn't super crazy, but precision was still there. Roll out on the run, create plays. I'm like, well, I had the grade on him. I'm like, yeah, he can go first. I didn't really think too much of Zach because Zach didn't have enough film for me. But Hurts did, even though he's behind. And I just kind of felt like that was one of the quarterbacks that, like, Alabama started producing quarterbacks. And they said since he was sitting behind and he transferred, it was kind of weird how he got, where he needed to be. I didn't buy into that. I saw what I saw, and if he gets drafted to the right place, he would be a pretty solid quarterback in NFL. I wanted him. I was going crazy second round. I'm like, get him. Then fucking Eagles got him, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck up out of here. So that's what I saw in him. And also, like, as far as decision making too, as a grown ass man, people downplay that all the time, but he wasn't doing dumb shit in college. I mean, he was doing what he needed to do, and that goes big and translates big in the pros, to me, in my opinion. So tangibles, handling what you're supposed to handle, hard worker. Alabama, you actually sat in a good QB room with a lot of solid QBs. So that just checks off the marks for me. Who's just going to take the risk?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's doing an amazing job, and I think Sirianni and whoever the offensive coordinator is, I mean, they're doing a great job too. I mean, this is this is coaching. This is coaching at its finest. Allowing a guy to do what he's good at, not running my system. We're gonna throw it deep, or we're gonna throw it short. No, we got Jalen Hurts. He's fast. He can run. He's athletic. He got a good arm. We're going to, run play action. We're going to, run some, plays down the field. We're going to run some short routes, some crossing routes, some routes against zone, some routes against man. And we're just going to make it happen. I mean, that's play calling, man. I mean, I can't say enough about that coaching staff because In this day and age, there's a lot of coaches that are stuck in their ways, and they just say, "Oh, we got a system. This is what we're going to do," and you're not tailoring your offense around a specific player. So, shout out to Sirianni and that offensive play caller. The defense really held it down. Like I said, the Niners went home, man. They had an amazing season. But your quarterback gets knocked out and Josh Johnson comes into play. You can count your shit and go home, man.
yeah. Those who bet money just know it was super safe at that point.
Man,
super safe.
Man, if you had money on the Niners, you're probably sick. You were sick once Brock Purdy got knocked out.
Yeah,
because I didn't even know Jimmy G wasn't suited up. I mean, they were probably just maybe Jimmy G might be suited up, but when they said Josh Johnson,
oh yeah, I turned off the game at that point. I didn't need to see anymore. I went on with my dad and said, "Wait for the Chiefs and Bengal game." At that point, being real.
Ain't nothing else to see here, but it was a murder scene of a game. It was. Philly fans was in the streets from what we saw on like the videos and shit like that. Y'all niggas jumping off fucking light posts, climbing light posts, and just rallying in the streets. I mean, I get it. Your team won, and you guys are headed back to the Super Bowl, and actually playing against your old head coach, which segues us into the next game, man. So the Chiefs. Jay, they were at home. We had the Bengals. They came to town. They were hyped. I mean, Joe Burrow was talking all types of shit. Burrow head and, we do this shit. I'm him and all of this shit. So I think we all. I mean, I know for a fact. I don't know if we all had the Bengals. I know I had picked the Bengals on the show, but as it got closer to game time, and that's why it's nice to know people. When I got some intel about how Pat Mahomes was feeling about them talking about Burrow ahead and them Bengals talking about they coming ahead about to do this shit again to him, and bro, you can't only kick the the big dog but a few times before you start biting back. And that's honestly how I felt about it. I mean, I know there's some favorable calls. The Chiefs did get some favorable calls, but Jay, I mean, what was your opinion on that game?
I rode with the Bengals too. But after I've realized that they had 3 offensive linemen out, that's when I didn't place my bet. I was raised with the click, and I said, you know what? I'm already 1-0 for this one. I'll chill. But I do think a lot of favorable calls went to both teams. Honestly, they let the play out. They think the last drive for the Kansas City Chiefs was a little bit of bullshit. They really didn't go down the field. They got penalized until they already got within range. Besides that last one, Mahomes was out. He then ran at the bench and Cuz still flying into him. So I mean, that one legitimate. You hear nothing from me on that one, but there's a lot that was transpiring through that. The holding calls, it was missed. Like it was. I mean, to me, it sounded like the fix was in because they need to see Chiefs. They need to see Chiefs back in it again, type situation. That's where I stand with it. But nonetheless, it was still a good game. I don't think they have. I think if they struggle with Bengals, they have nothing for Eagles. I'll be very shocked. Patrick Mahomes is a great talent, so that's what it is. But I don't think they have anything for the Eagles based on what we saw last game against Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, in that game, I was just looking like I said, I did before the game started. I officially switched my bet to the Chiefs. Just hearing all the stuff that was coming out there. And I just had a feeling with the Chiefs being at home. The Bengals coming in talking all this trash. Joe Burrow so hyped up, and like I said, the linemen being out that was huge. And I actually got the chance to see that actually came back to bite him in the ass because Chris Jones on that last play got a sack. They put him on the edge. He was 1-on-1 against a backup lineman. My man got a sack, forced him to punt the ball. You got a good punt return. Mahomes scrambles, gets pushed out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, close to a 60-yard field goal from where which would have been move up 50 yards. Move him up 15 yards. I'm sorry, and you're putting him in a very makeable field goal range of like 40 or 45-yard field goal to win the game, which ultimately happened. So, I mean, it was a hell of a game, though. The Chiefs were out early. Out the gates doing what they were supposed to do. And I'm like, okay, my money's looking really good. Then Joe Burrow started just firing back. Motherfucking T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I'm like, fuck. This motherfucker always does this shit. This shit gonna happen again. Fuck up my money. I was mad as shit. I was ready to bet on the other side. And then something was telling me the refs ain't gonna do this shit. They're not gonna let this shit happen. The black dude with the fucking glasses, whoever the fucking head ref is, he was not having it. I'm telling you, man. I mean, some of these guys, we already know the NBA is fixed like a motherfucker. You know, by officiating, and they can really ultimately dictate the outcomes of games. From an NFL perspective, some of these guys have to be investigated.
Oh, whoa! Did you hear what Foster said recently? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Who?
Foster, Adrian Foster. He's a Texans old running back.
No, what happened?
Oh, he came on air and said that like after like year 2016, he's receiving a script, and everyone receives scripts.
Huh?
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna get 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns this time, this, that, and the third. And when I received a script when I knew my career was gonna be over. I already knew that was gonna become a thing, and that's when I received a script. He said they drop it off in your locker, all types of shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Aaron Foster, and that might be he was one of my favorite. Actually, honestly, he's one of my favorite all-time running backs, just because of his running style. But I had no idea because he's kind of, if you notice, he's kind of strayed away from the NFL. Since he's gotten out, he don't really do nothing associated with the game of football. He was such a great player, but it makes sense why he doesn't even touch on it because maybe the way the game's kind of been pushed.
Yep.
But nah, I mean, you brought up a good point. Now I got to do my research.
Oh yeah. I mean, granted, it may be a clip out, so I'll probably look at the interview. But after I saw what they were saying, and I went to the comments, and everybody like, man, that shit crazy. And they started even clowning people. Like, look at the script. I wonder what Trevor Lawrence script when he was playing that one game. They said you're gonna throw 4 INTs. You're gonna throw 4 interceptions this game, champ. Like, what?
Bro. I'm telling you, I'm not. I mean, some stuff y'all be like, yo, it's too good to be true. Some of this shit is, man. I mean, I'm not one of them huge conspiracy theory types, but I mean, just being around the game and talking to the people I talk to, and Jay just bringing us stuff and knowing the people that I know, man. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot. There's a lot. You know, I mean, you know, there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of shit on the line here. But yeah, back to this game. I don't want to take nothing away. I'm sorry if I did or if you guys felt that way. I don't want to take nothing away from the Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and that team, man. Y'all went out there and played your hearts out. Mahomes on the bum ankle, dude, just taking off and running like that. You know, he's fucked up. Mahomes is fucked up, man, and the line kind of shows it to a certain degree. I mean, the Super Bowl line, the Eagles versus the Chiefs line, kind of shows, you know, there's only so much they can do to that fucking line. You know what I mean? Because you can't just say the fucking Eagles -7 and shit. These are two teams that are evenly matched. Yeah, Mahomes is hurt; he's not gonna be 100%. You know, just keep in mind there's only so much you can do. And we'll talk about that later. But yeah, back to the damn game. You know, like I said, the Chiefs just poured it out, man. They fought harder. Yeah. They're at the end. You know, Chris Jones got in there with the sack. You know, now they're moving on. Did you see the Travis Kelce jump when he was on the podium?
Oh yeah.
What did you think of that?
Wait, you said the Travis Kelce joint. When he
was on the podium, talking about Burrowhead my ass.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, nah, talk your shit, bro. I mean, they was talking all that shit earlier this week. I heard Burrowhead, and I was like, that's crazy.
That's disrespectful.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all disrespecting the fuck. I'm like, yo, did y'all forget who Patrick Mahomes is?
Bro, the best quarterback in the league, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to be the person to tell you. Standalone, y'all. So don't be like, oh, his team not doing this and that. This way. No. Standalone talent. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league.
Without a doubt. There's nobody that compares, not Aaron Rodgers, not Joe Burrow, not Josh Allen. As we can saw, he came up short. We gotta talk about this nigga later on in the off season.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody that even compares to Patrick Mahomes from the past since the day the season after he got the starting job.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
Yeah, he was always different. You know?
Yeah, I will say Joe Burrow could possibly be in the same tier just because Joe Burrow is smart and how he throw. But like you're right, athletic wise, nah, it's not.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
I mean,
go ahead.
we're looking at a common case, you know. I mean, a very much drastic version, but you gotta really think. Aaron Rodgers, more athletic, can make every throw. Then you got Tom Brady. It's not as athletic, but he's smart as fuck. Makes the right decisions, stuff like that. I definitely see that as a Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow situation. So, you know,
yeah, I feel you. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is an incredible dude, man. Like I said, just going out there playing like that on a bum ankle, fucked up and all. You know, people talking all this trash, acting like they don't know who the fuck he is. I'm just like, yo, we getting disrespectful as hell. Like they really just kicking this dude like he's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
Bro, this is Patrick Mahomes, you know? But yeah, I mean, like I said, congrats to them. And Andy Reid's going to the Super Bowl, facing his old team. So we're not going to talk about that on today's show. You know, but like I said, it's just incredible that he's going to be playing against his old squad, you know, the Eagles. So that should be one hell of a matchup, Jay. I mean, like I said, we could probably pick, you know, sides right now. I'm pretty sure you guys already know which way I'm leaning. I mean,
y'all heard I've been talking all these past few weeks, so y'all should already know how I'm going too.
Yeah, I mean, and Big Z, I'm pretty sure he's on the money side. We didn't got, you know, we'll talk it and leave it up to we want to speak for the dude, but
yeah,
you know, we'll get to it when we get to it. But like I said, it was a hell of a day that Sunday. You know, the early game, the late game. Let's talk a little bit about this Tom Brady news, man. So the news came out today. Tom Brady retired, man. Tom Brady posted on all his social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, retired. And he said he's not coming back anymore. I mean, I'll go really, really quick. I'll try to be as brief as I can. I mean, if he is officially hanging it up, man, it's been a hell of a career. I mean, the true GOAT of the NFL, one of the best athletes of all time, in my opinion, and just the ultimate competitor. The only, as far as competitors, not basing it on like athleticism, just like a pure competitive nature, him and like Michael Jordan. Like,
yeah.
Just him and like, you know, not putting athleticism to the side, but like the mindset. Like if I don't win, I'm gonna die trying, or I'm gonna kill people, or I'm gonna, you know, this man, I don't even want to say it. This man blew up a good situation in his family to come back and play football just for 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously there's a lot more to it. I mean, honestly, me personally, I ain't in a news channel, but I think, I mean, anytime, you know, you're going through a divorce and you smashing the bro, how do you even say this word? I can't even jiu-jitsu teacher. I can't even say it.
Jiu-jitsu teacher? Yeah, BJJ, Brazilian jiu-jitsu teacher. Yeah.
Anytime you're doing that, I mean, you just jump. That's a story for another day. But
what you doing talking to a jiu-jitsu teacher anyway? Glenn, that's an old man sport, but you know.
But no, that's what she's been taking up, I guess, for years. It's the same dude she's had.
All right.
You know, like personal trainer, she's been that's like her personal trainer. I'll tell you.
A jiu-jitsu person being a personal trainer. Look, I'm not even disrespecting jiu-jitsu guys, they can be fit. 100% can be fit. But he training what? Training who? I could tell you, I've been to plenty of jiu-jitsu gyms from the east all the way to the Texas, and I could tell you right now, some of them guys are absolutely fit, but to be personal trainers, hell nah. Yeah, he training something, all right.
Me reading between the lines, he training something, all right. You know
That's all I'm gonna say. Crazy as hell, boy. I tell you.
But anyway, yeah, Tom Brady. I mean, Like I said, very happy for you. Amazing career, man. I know you're gonna do a great job wherever you go. I'm just happy that you were my quarterback. You know what I mean? You brought me back to the positive side of being a Bucks fan because I was forgetting what that felt like, man. Because I was like, why the fuck do I like this lousy, sorry ass team? Damn.
Say that every day.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. I said that every day.
Like, why? For real. But Jay, how did you take the news, man? I mean, I think y'all was one of the front runners for getting Tom. So,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do. I don't, bro. I don't. I'm like, fuck. That's a big thing. Granted, I wasn't like, oh, Tom Brady's gonna be the savior, but when you get Tom Brady, you get certain personnel to come in. We could have drafted. There could have been a way or a straight line or a beam line. Yeah,
you're instantly a playoff. You're at least going to the wild card round.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Tom Brady's hanging it up, man. So, best of luck to him. You know, let's see. As far as like I said, I'm just sad. Like this is the time. I mean, bets. We'll close up with the bets, but I mean, football season's really coming to an end right now. You know what I mean? All we got is the fucking Super Bowl. Are the others even still doing the Pro Bowl anymore?
I mean, they are. Derek Carr got pushed up.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. So yeah, they are.
Tyler Huntley's in the.
Yeah. No offense to Tyler, and I think we all been fan. We think we're all fans of Tyler, but Tyler ain't do shit.
Right, at all.
He ain't do shit. Granted, you know, there's some stuff behind there. They tried to slot him into a system for Lamar. You know, that's hard footsteps to follow, but no, he ain't do shit.
Nah, yeah. I mean, NFL, I don't know what y'all gonna do, man, because this product has been absolutely horrible. Y'all just need to bring back like the world's strongest man with the bench press and the 40-yard dash and the 100-yard dash. Maybe have these niggas fight like the Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell type shit. Do some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
And because this shit is not working. These football all-star games, niggas don't play, all right, because it's real serious business. People not trying to get hurt.
Yep.
They're just out there for a good time.
That's it.
This is an all-star weekend. But let's close out with the bets, man. Like I said, I don't got really like any official bets.
I ain't got no bets either.
I mean, I'll give you some NBA teams that I'm working with right now.
Oh well, you know that. That.
I'll go really quick. So for me, from an NBA perspective, man, as always, like I said, I don't really fuck with NBA. I'm just waiting for WNBA to come back. But as far as from an NBA perspective, I'm definitely fuck with the Giannis props. Giannis over in points, Giannis points and rebounds, Giannis points, rebounds, assists.
Oh yeah, well you know you love Giannis. Yeah,
bro, I'll be killing this shit. The same shit hits. You know what I mean? Niggas like, man, you bet the same shit. That shit crazy, dude. How you always win? You don't bet shit else. Bro,
to keep it streamlined.
Bro, if I win 10, if I go 10-0, but what are you complaining about? You know what I mean? I don't care about that shit. I'm not trying to sit there and look pretty. I'm trying to win money.
He said, I ain't trying to sit there and look. I feel it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. B points and rebounds. I'm betting that. Luka Doncic points, assists. Simple. Luka Doncic points and assists hits every fucking game. I can't remember the last time it went under. It's usually a favorable number because this nigga instantly scores about close to 50 points a night. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, it's crazy. Like, Luka's just going out here doing work, man. Jokic and the Nuggets, I'm really feeling them at home. I know that's being Big Z's bet. We've been crushing the fuck out of that. That's been really hitting. And then I'm kind of messing around with the Boston Celtics, feeling them out. 76ers I'm messing around with. The Memphis Grizzlies as well. So, messing around with a few of those bets from an NBA perspective, and then betting on like a little women's college basketball. I don't really have specific teams. I just know some of these women suck. And I mean, in a game way.
Man, why
did you have to bring that shit? I knew you was gonna. You wasn't gonna let me get past that shit.
Nah, bro, you were good. You could have
like,
just said they suck.
damn, motherfucker out, damn. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Yeah, but yeah, some of these women they're not very good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Some women are better than others. So
that's it.
Yeah, that's it for me, man. Jay, what you got from
man, once again, Magic keeping things close. Indiana keeping things close. OKC keeping things close. Stop the Rockets because fuck the Rockets. And Utah Jazz.
Have you been to a Rockets game? Yeah.
I haven't yet, but
Bro,
I plan to go.
In Houston this long and you haven't been to a Rockets game?
Man, look, if you don't know, I do. You know what? Outside of just me in this Rockets beef, not me. It's a Detroit thing. I like the Rockets. Jalen Green. I'm a fan of Jabari Smith. Alpin, I was very high on him. Solid team, but see, you gotta understand that Rocket fans were talking shit because when Jalen Green was drafted, they were talking shit about Cade. So while I like Jalen, and there's some Detroit fans like, man, you're not doing too much or whatever the case may be. Nah. Yeah. This is the first time I've had a franchise piece in the basketball team in general. Even when we won in the 03 to 04, it was good. It was a team effort. We never had a superstar. I'm rocking with Cade. We're not having this. We're not having this disrespect. So that's just where it's at. Yeah. When Cade come back and Detroit is here, and if I'm still in the location where I'm at, I'm definitely going. And I'm wearing the Detroit jersey, and I don't give a flying fuck. That's just really what it is. But no, in all honestly, they used to be able to keep stuff spread to keep it close, but they haven't been lately. So that's a bad bet to me. They lost me some money, but Magic always been solid. Indiana always been solid. And OKC has always been solid. They win more than they lose, at least for me.
Yeah, OKC. I mean, I can't bet them. There's been some games where I bet on the other team to beat OKC, and they motherfuckers have hung around. If I didn't tease that bitch, I would have lost.
Yeah, let's catch you slipping.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, they probably covering almost every game because they're always competitive. And Shea, who was it? Shea Kid, Chris Alec, Kate,
Sha.
I just call him Shea. Yeah, I mean, he's just an absolute monster, man. I mean, he's an incredible player. I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was that good.
Yeah, Shai's a superstar, bro. Oh God, that's really what it is.
He is. But yeah, that's it for the bets. Like I said, we didn't want to hold you guys too long today. But like I said, thanks for joining the show. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next week. Getting ready for the Super Bowl, and Big Z will hopefully be back healthy. But yeah, stay safe. And we'll see you next show. Peace.